I never dared to tell. Dusted truths and broken notes that kept me walking close to hell. And every night the dog gets louder, calling debts I ain't paid yet. These are sands I haven't sung yet, buried deep where fire sleeps. If I ever let them surface, they'll wake the ghosts I couldn't keep. I ain't holy, I ain't hunted, but the past ain't done with me. These are sins I haven't sung yet, and they're begging to break free. I've walked roads that stain your footsteps, shared my breath with midnight's teeth, left some names beneath the gravel, pray their shadows stayed beneath. Every scar I try to silence turns to thunder in my chest. These are sins I haven't sung yet, and they're burning at the seams. If I ever let them out, boy, they'll rewrite the man I've been. I ain't blessed, I ain't broken, but there's truth I still regret. These are sins I haven't sung yet, but the night won't let me forget. Oh, some secrets ain't forgiven. Some songs stay unforgiven. These are sins I haven't sung yet, and I fear the day I do. Oh, I've been buried by the best of them, left for dead in shallow lives. But every time the dirt gets thrown, I claw my way back to the sky. You can try to drag me under, but I'm made of fire and stone. Dirt doesn't keep a good man down. I rise from where the dead men drown. Kick the dust right off my name. Walk through hell like it's my ground. If the world wants me forgotten, tell it I don't wear no crown. But dirt don't keep a good man, don't keep a good man down. I've heard whispering from the graveyard, voices calling me to stay. But I ain't built for rotting quiet, I'm built to fight another day. You can throw your stones and curses, they just sharpen who I am. Dirt doesn't keep a good man down. I push back when pressure pounds, break the chains and shake the rust, turn my scars to battlegrounds. If they think I'll bow for darkness, watch me tear the whole night down. 'Cause dirt don't keep a good man, don't keep a good man down. Free. Bury me once, alright. Bury me twice, alright. Dirt don't keep a good man down, not a man built to survive. Mama kept the Bible on the table, said, boy, don't drag your sins inside. But I came home with mud and thunder, walking in like I never tried. Every page she turned was shaking, like the truth was scared of me. And I knew the man I'd grown into ain't the man she tried to teach. I ain't holy, never claimed it, but I stand where the shadows kneel. Bootprints on the Bible, I ain't hiding where I've been. If the saints don't want my story, let the sinners call me kin. You can judge me by the dirt, you can curse me for the track, but I'm walking on with purpose, and I ain't taking nothing back. They say a man should bow for mercy, but mercy never bowed for me. I've drowned in whiskey, fire, and choices, rising up where the dead can't see. That holy book still holds my footprints, marked like scars across the spine. Proof a man can walk through heaven and still choose his own design. nights avoided. I've lived through nights the angels voided. But a man who stands in darkness learns the shadows he supported. Bootprints on the Bible. Ain't no hymn that fits my name. But I'm stronger than the silence, and I'm louder than my shame. If redemption ever finds me, it'll meet a man intact, with the dust of every battle still on boots that won't turn back. I was raised where the cross leans crooked, where men don't pray, they bargain blood. Mama said, boy, keep your hands off trouble, but trouble kept dragging me through the mud. And every lie I bury still claws in the dark. Every sin I carry caught stealing my heart. Burn the heaven out of me. I ain't kneeling down for mercy. If a man's got fire in his bones, let it blaze till the world can't hurt me. I ain't begging, I ain't breaking. This soul was never free. If redemption wants to take me, it'll have to burn the heaven out of me. I've dug graves for the parts I hated, left them out where the coyotes howl. Lost my name in a deal half broken, but the devil still wants me now. I got smoke in my veins and ash in my past, but a man who fears fire don't ever outlast. Burn the heaven out of me. I was forged with a righteous sin. If the preacher wants my story, tell him sin is my oldest friend. I ain't holy, I ain't chosen, but I stand like I'm meant to be. If salvation comes to claim me, it'll have to burn the heaven out of me. Oh, I'll walk through storms that took good men. Ooh, I bled through nights that never end. But I rise again. Not forgiven, just unbroken. Burn the heaven out of me. Turn my scars into boundary lines. I'll ride with the damned and the broken, till the darkness finally shines. Let the angels try and save me. I ain't down on bending knees. If the world wants something holy, it'll have to burn the heaven out of me. I was riding through a sky gone blood red, dust like shadows on my heels. The sun died slow behind the mountains, like I knew how every darkness feels. And something in the wind turned wicked, like the night remembered me. The day the night fought back, I stood where the shadows cracked. Lightning tore the world in half, but I didn't break, I didn't ask. If the dark came down to claim me, it found a man it couldn't track. I didn't fall, I didn't fade, not the day the night fought back. I felt ghosts move in the silence, felt old sins breathe on my skin, heard the past come stomping closer. With every step I step back in, but a man who's fought his demons ain't afraid when storms attack. The day the night fought back, they tried to paint my footsteps black, tried to bury every heartbeat in the gravel of my tracks. But I turned my scars to fire, and the darkness lost its tact. I didn't run, I didn't bow, not the day the night fought back. Some nights choose the man they're taking. But not a heart that won't stay shaken. If the night wants war again, tell it I never left that path. If the night wants war again, tell it I never left that path. promise on your mind till the grave. For years I carried chains of fire, walking proud like a broken slave. But a man gets tired of losing his soul, and the dark gets scared when you stop being cold. The night I broke the devil's deal, lightning cracked beneath my heel. I tore my name right off his page, left that fire in a burning rage. I ain't blessed and I ain't healed, but I'm done dying on my knees. The night I broke the devil's deal. You'll learn not to mess with me. I walked out past the crooked chapel, breathing smoke like a man reborn. Every demon hid behind the gravestones, like they knew I survived the storm. You can't own a man who's made of scars. Can't leash a heart that outruns the stars. The night I broke the devil's deal, I felt the truth beneath the steel. Every sin he used to hold turned to dust when I took control. I ain't holy, I ain't clean, but I fight like I'm meant to be. The night I broke the devil's deal, they remember fear of me. Oh, I walked through fire and it bowed his head. Oh, the devil whispered, boy, you should be dead. But I rose instead. Carved my freedom in blood red tread. The night I broke the devil's deal, even angels held their breath. I rode out with nothing left to lose, except the man I'd been in debt. If the darkness wants to claim me, it'll have to take me on my feet. The night I broke the devil's deal was the night I became complete. I grew up where the storms hit hardest, where men don't cry, they grind their teeth, where every dream you dare to chase gets buried 6 damn miles beneath. Pressure makes a man remember that fire shapes the strongest steel. Hard times made me iron. They couldn't bend the bones in me. I walked through hell without a warning. Live my shadow in the company. If you think I'm breaking, brother, come and see what I've survived. Hard times made me iron, and iron never dies. I watch good men fall like embers, burning out before they spoke. But I learned to breathe through poison nights and rise up through the smoke. If pain's a god, then I've outlived it. I've turned ashes into pride. Hard times made me iron. Eating heartbreak forged my spine. Took the weight of 1,000 choices, turned them into a battle cry. If the past comes back to haunt me, let it look me in the eyes. Hard times made me iron, and iron never dies. I stood in the fire till the flames stepped back. Carry storms on my shoulders like a pack. And every scar that tried to break me turned to armor that remade me. Hard times made me iron, hammered my heart till it rang true. If the world wants to take me under, it'll have to bring a stronger truth. I ain't bowed, I ain't broken. I'm the man the dark designed. Hard times made me iron, and iron never dies. Then a low heartbeat begin. A gritty slice files and like teeth, man, the world don't cut him slack. I was raised where the night runs feral, where the wind don't whisper back, where a man survives by instinct and the world don't cut him slack. I learned truth from broken fences, I learned faith from scars I keep, and the only prayer I ever heard was the sound of wolves that creep. I don't bow to any thunder, I don't beg when danger stares. Wolves don't pray for mercy, and neither will I tonight. I was born inside a fire that taught my bones how not to die. If the darkness wants a victim, tell it I don't fit that story. Wolves don't pray for mercy. They rise unbroken and hungry. I've seen men who look like giants fall like whispers in the sand. But the wild taught me a secret: strength don't come from any plan. The moonlight showed my shadow how to walk without a sound. And every fear I ever had died slowly on the ground. If the night demands surrender, let it choke on who I am. Wolves don't pray for mercy, they face the blade and bite. I've been carved by every struggle, forged by wind and grit and fight. If the world expects me broken, let it see I've stood my ground. Wolves don't pray for mercy, and I ain't never bowing down. Through storms that crack the sky, I've lived through nights that should have died. I don't hunt for mercy, I hunt for who I'll be. I walk back into the chapel where I once made my biggest sin. Dust on every wooden pew, but the past still whispered in. I laid my hand on that old altar, felt the heat of what I'd done, but the truth stood firm inside me. I don't kneel for anyone. If the dark comes asking favors, tell it I don't pay its debts. I don't owe the devil anything, not my name, not my breath, not my blood. He can chase me through the thunder, but I rise from every flood. If he thinks he's got a hold on me, he ain't seen what fire I bring. I don't bow, I don't beg, I don't owe the devil anything. I've carried guilt like broken shackles, drag regret across the land. But chains don't break a man like me, they just sharpen who I am. The night once tried to claim me, tried to carve his mark inside, but I fall back with every heartbeat that refused to step aside. I don't run from any demon, I just let them watch me stand. I don't owe the devil anything, not my soul, not my scars, not my sins. He can whisper through the shadows, but he doesn't own where I've been. If he wants a war tonight, let him hear the iron ring. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't owe the devil anything. the devil count his choices. None of them include my name. I don't know the devil anything. Stood in places God abandoned, where the night forgets the dawn, where the road runs thin and haunted, and the brave don't carry on. My shadow learned to walk alone, learned to fight without a guide, and every step I took in darkness became the armor in my stride. If the light can't find me now, it's because I left it behind. I walk where angels walk, through the fire, through the choke. Hear the heavens fill these valleys, I just breathe in all the smoke. Ain't no halo built to save me, ain't no sermon I invoke. I walk where angels walk, and I never once got broke. I heard the whispers from the righteous, heard them say I'd lose my soul. But the only thing I ever lost was the need for their control. The night remembers every promise, every oath I never spoke, and the path I carved in silence made the darkness finally choke. I ain't looking for forgiveness, I'm looking for my own truth. I walk where angels walk, with the thunder at my back, where the saints don't leave their footprints, and the sky don't cut me slack. If the shadows try to claim me, tell them I ain't built to fall. I walk where angels won't, where the fearless walking bold. Every step rewrites my story. Every scar becomes my glory. If angels fear the path ahead, that's the one I'm made to walk. Justice comes with a price you pay. Every man with a spine gets haunted, and every truth gets dragged away. So I learned to move like thunder and let the storm speak for me. The Lord don't love me back. I ain't that kind of man. I got dirt in every footprint, blood and fire in every plan. If they want me in their chains, they better bring a stronger pack. I ride where the righteous is, 'cause the Lord don't love me back. I felt cuffs like cold betrayal, heard lies dressed up like truth. But you can cage a soul that's burning, or bend a spine that never moves. I don't run from any judgment, I just don't kneel to any man. Lord don't love me back, never save me when I bled. They just watch the vultures circle like they hope I'd end up dead. If they want what's left of me, they'll have to walk a darker track. I stand like a storm unbroken, the Lord don't love me back. They name me sinner just for breathing, but the night keeps every secret I'm keeping. And a man forged in the shadows ain't afraid of who's been seeking. Judgment fade to black. I'll ride free till the sun stops burning, 'cause the Lord don't love me back. I walk roads that swallow legends, left my shadow buried deep, where every mile cuts like a weapon, and every promise scars you cheap. But the dirt remembers footsteps, and it knows the ones who left. There's blood in the dust where I stand, from the man I used to be. I left pieces in the desert that the dark still owes to me. If the wind comes down to judge me, tell it I don't fear its hand. There's blood in the dust where I stand, but that's proof I still withstand. Mine ends with me unbroken. I saw him riding on the horizon, shapes of men carved out of night. No flesh, no breath, no mercy, just fire where their bones ignite. They came from storms I once survived, from roads I prayed to outrun. Every ghost I left behind me now rose to see what I've become. But I ain't fearing what I buried. I'm the one they should have feared. Riders made of smoke, coming for the man I used to be. Their shadows try to drag me back, but I stand where they can't breathe. If the past wants war tonight, let it know I won't be broke. I've outlived every ghost that rides with the riders made of smoke. I've walked through towns that whisper warnings, through nights that swallow weak men. But I'm the storm they didn't reckon, the sinner who won't break again. Their hands reached out like dying fires, trying to claim the life I burned. But I lit a blaze beneath my anger and watched the darkness take its turn. If memory wants to haunt me, let it stand right where I stand. Riders made of smoke, born from the sins that shape my skin. They circle like the end is near, but I don't bow to where I've been. If the night wants to reclaim me, let it ride in every ghost. I've survived too many storms to fear riders made of smoke. Every sin I carried rises. Oh, every scar becomes a crisis. But a man who lived through fire learns the dark, no longer frightened. Riders made of smoke, you can chase me through the black, but this heart was built from iron storms, and I ain't ever riding back. Let the past burn up behind me, let the night choke on the choke. I ride free, I ride unbroken, past the riders made of smoke. my sins out on the tracks. Preacher said I'd lose my soul, but hell couldn't take it back. I don't chase no holy promise, I don't beg for any sign. My cross don't point to heaven, it leans where the shadows kneel. I'm the man the night remembers, built of bone, fire and steel. If the saints don't wanna claim me, tell them I ain't hard to find. My cross don't point to heaven, but it stands and it's still mine. I bled through storms to be a good man, walk roads that never end. God is watching from the rafters, knows I never learned to bend. And if judgment comes tomorrow, it can look me in the eyes. My cross don't point to heaven, it's carved from every scar I keep. I stand tall where the damned keep walking, where the righteous fear to speak. If the angels ever see me, let them know I paid in time. My cross don't point to heaven, but that cross is still mine. I ain't holy, never needed. Every prayer I made was bleeding. My cross don't point to heaven, but I walk my own straight line. I got stories in my veins, ones I never dared to tell. Dusty truths and broken oaths that kept me walking close to hell. And every night the dark gets louder, calling debts I ain't paid yet. These are sins I haven't sung yet, buried deep where fire sleeps. If I ever let them surface, they'll wake the ghosts I couldn't keep. I ain't holy, I ain't haunted, but the past ain't done with me. These are sins I haven't sung yet, and they're begging to break free. I walk roads that stain your footsteps, shed my breath with midnight's teeth, left some names beneath the grass. These are sins I haven't sung yet, and they're burning at the seams. If I ever let them out, boy, they'll rewrite the man I've been. I ain't blasted, I ain't broken, but there's truth I still regret. These are sins I haven't sung yet, but the night won't let me forget. Some secrets ain't forgiven. Some songs stay unforgiven. These are sins I haven't sung yet, and I fear the day I do. I've been buried by the best of them, left for dead in shallow lies. But every time the dirt gets thrown, I claw my way back to the sky. You can try to drag me under, but I'm made of fire and stone. Dirt doesn't keep a good man down. I rise up where the dead man drowned. Kick the dust right off my name. Walk through hell like it's my ground. If the world wants me forgotten, tell it I don't wear no crown. But dirt don't keep a good man. Don't keep a good man down. I've heard whispering from the graveyard, voices calling me to stay. But I ain't built for rotting quiet, I'm built to fight another day. You can throw your stones and curses, they just sharpen who I am. That doesn't keep a good man down. I push back when pressure pounds, break the chains and shake the rust, turn my scars to battlegrounds. If they think I'm bound for darkness, watch me tear the whole night down. 'Cause dirt don't keep a good man, don't keep a good man down. Oh, oh, oh. built to survive. I was raised where the cross leans crooked, where men don't pray, they bargain blood. Mama said, boy, keep your hands off trouble, but trouble kept dragging me through the mud. And every lie I buried still claws in the dark. Every sin I carried carved steel in my heart. Burn the heaven out of me. I ain't kneeling down for mercy. If a man's got fire in his bones, let it blaze till the world can't hurt me. I ain't begging, I ain't breaking. The soul was never free. If redemption wants to take me, it'll have to burn the heaven out of me. I've dug graves for the parts I hated, left them out where the coyotes howl. Lost my name in a deal half broken, but the devil still wants me now. I got smoke in my veins and ash in my past, but a man who fears fire don't ever outlast. Burn the heaven out of me. I was forged with a righteous end. If the preacher wants my story, tell him sin is my oldest friend. I ain't holy, I ain't chosen, but I stand like I'm meant to be. If salvation comes to claim me, it'll have to burn the heaven out of me. Oh, I walked through storms that took good men. Oh, I bled through nights that never end. But I rise again, not forgiven, just unbroken. Burn the heaven out of me. Turn my scars into boundary lines. Ride with the damned and the broken till the darkness finally shines. Let the angels try and save me. I ain't down on bended knees. If the world wants something holy, it'll have to burn the heaven out of me. Yeah. Carved my name in a book of ashes. Told me, son, you're mine till the grave. For years I carried chains of fire, walking proud like a broken slave. But a man gets tired of losing his soul, and the dark gets scared when you stop being cold. The night I broke the devil's deal, lightning cracked beneath my heel. I tore my name right off his page, left that fire in a burning rage. I ain't blessed and I ain't healed, but I'm done dying on my knees. The night I broke the devil's deal, he'll learn not to mess with me. Out past the crooked chapel, breathing smoke like a man reborn. Every demon hid behind the gravestones, like they knew I'd survived the storm. You can't own a man who's made of scars, can't leash a heart that outruns the stars. The night I broke the devil's deal, I felt the truth beneath the steel. Every sin he used to hold turned to dust when I took control. I ain't holy, I ain't clean, but I fight like I'm meant to be. The night I broke the devil's deal, they'll remember fear of me. The night I broke the devil's deal, even angels held their breath. I rode out with nothing left to lose, except the man I'd been in death. If the darkness wants to claim me, it'll have to take me on my feet. The night I broke the devil's Mama kept the Bible on the table, said, boy, don't track your sins inside. But I came home with mud and thunder, walking in like I'd never tried. Every page she turned was shaking, like the truth was scared of me. And I knew the man I'd grown into ain't the man she tried to teach. I ain't holy, never claimed it, but I stand where the shadows need. Bootprints on the Bible, I ain't hiding where I've been. If the saints don't want my story, let the sinners call me kin. You can judge me by the dirt, you can curse me for the track, but I'm walking on with purpose, and I ain't taking nothing back. They say a man should bow for mercy, but mercy never bowed for me. I've drowned in whiskey, fire, and choices, rising up where the dead can't see. That holy book still holds my footprints, marked like scars across the spine. Proof a man can walk through heaven and still choose his own design. If salvation waits to judge me, tell it I don't break or kneel. Bootprints on the Bible, let the righteous raise their hands. I'll be standing with the broken, where the truth still understands. If my sins are carved in pages, let them write them all in black, 'cause I'd walk that road again and never take a footprint back. I've walked through fire that saints avoided. I've lived through nights the angels voided. But a man who stands in darkness learns the shadows he supported. Bootprints on the Bible, ain't no hymn that fits my name, but I'm stronger than the silence, and I'm louder than my shame. If redemption never finds me, it'll meet a man intact, with the dust of every battle still on boots that won't turn back. I grew up where the storms hit hardest, where men don't cry, they grind their teeth, where every dream you dare to chase it gets buried 6 damn miles beneath. But pressure makes a man remember that fire shapes the strongest steel. Hard times made me iron, they couldn't bend the bones in me. I walked through hell without a warning, left my shadow in the company. If you think I'm breaking, brother, come and see what I've survived. Hard times made me iron, and iron never dies. I watch good men fall like embers, burning out before they spoke. But I learned to breathe through poison nights and rise up through the smoke. If pain's a god, then I've outlived it. I've turned ashes into pride. Hard times made me iron, to take me under, it'll have to bring a stronger truth. I ain't bowed, I ain't broken. I'm the man the dark designed. Hard times made me iron, and iron never dies. I was born where the bad shines crooked, where justice comes with a price you pay, where every man with a spine gets hunted, and every truth gets dragged away. So I learned to move like thunder and let the storm speak for me. The Lord don't love me back. I ain't that kind of man. I got dirt in every footprint, blood and fire in every plan. If they want me in their chains, they better bring a stronger pack. I ride where the righteous sin, 'cause the Lord don't love me back. Like cold betrayal, heard lies dressed up like truth. But you can't cage a soul that's burning, a bend a spine that never moves. I don't run from any judgment, I just don't kneel to any man. The Lord don't love me back, never saved me when I bled. They just watched the vultures circle like they hoped I'd end up dead. If they want what's left of me, they'll have to walk a darker track. I'll stand like a storm unbroken, and the Lord don't love me back. But the night keeps every secret I'm keeping, and a man forged in the shadow ain't afraid of who's been seeking. The Lord don't love me back, but I learned to love the fight. I carved my path through fire, through every wrong, through every night. Let them chase me through the ashes, let their judgment fade to black. I'll ride free till the sun stops burning, 'cause the Lord don't love me back.